Why do I feel a strong connection to someone? There is no way around some encounters. Call it fate or destiny, karma or part of your soul plan. The spiritual world knows many euphemisms for when two people absolutely have to cross paths in one lifetime. Such celestial encounters always have good reasons, even if only a few of them would open up to our human mind. Depending on where we live, work, and how outgoing we are, we can meet new people every day. However, the chance that there is someone among them who touches our heart and whom our soul recognizes as a kindred being from the same star is small. It is already very special connections that we feel with some contemporaries, and that from the first moment or handshake. There are many questions to this topic, but thank God also a few answers. We would like to provide you with them here. But first, we would like to introduce you to the typical symptoms that are characteristic of a soul connection. Time flies when you are together. Your conversations are deep and wide-ranging. You are always connected on several levels. Your eye contact is rarely broken. You are drawn to each other physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Fun is not neglected. Respect and helpfulness characterize your togetherness. Why do your paths meet? Number 1, your soul plan foresees this meeting. We owe most connections of the cosmic kind to our soul plan. This is renegotiated for each life and each reincarnation. Its essential component, the people who are to accompany us on this life path. They appear very differently, can take on many forms, and have the most diverse functions. To be spontaneously connected with a person is not the usual way we make contact. This initiation always occurs in different stages or phases, and depending on whether the chemistry is right between us or not. These build on each other. However, if a person is part of your soul family, you are meant for each other from the beginning of time. How exactly your relationship will develop, and whether your life together will be short or long, is also in the soul plan, and can vary from lifetime to lifetime. When we immediately feel a hot connection with another person, however, it does not necessarily indicate love or affection. Sometimes such connections are just there to teach us something, fuel our personal development, or bring us a little closer to the meaning and purpose of our existence. Number 2, you know each other from a past life. This possibility also exists, and it does not happen so rarely that two old souls meet again at some point, whose paths have already crossed in a previous life. We generally refer to such encounters as déjà vu. They are always an event, mainly because our mind has such a hard time with them. We feel it very clearly in the second. This person is no stranger, and we could swear stone and stone that we have met him before. The spiritual world explains these experiences with the recognition value, which each soul carries in itself. The outward characteristic, so to speak the signboard of each soul, are our eyes. Through them, they get in contact with each other. If they recognize each other, for whatever reason, we feel this spark immediately. The feeling is strong and difficult to put into words, but we know as soon as we are allowed to celebrate a reunion, which can already look back on a very long, not to say endless, history. Number 3, your way will lead in the same direction for a while. Just like the past, of course, the future can also play a role when we feel a deep connection with a hitherto complete stranger. He may be an emissary of destiny or of the higher powers who has a very specific task to fulfill in our lives. Some particularly spiritually inclined people even believe that their guardian angel is among these fascinating personalities. The true nature of these contemporaries will probably never be revealed to us, but we can of course conjecture and speculate how their arrival in our lives will affect them. Buddhism teaches us that every person we meet in life is a teacher to us. we learn from partners and friends, neighbors and coworkers, superiors, and everyone else who crosses our orbit. No matter what the master plan that underlies this meeting of yours, as we know, the universe does not send coincidences to the start, and your meeting is certainly not one either. Number 4, you are the twin flame of each other. The most beautiful and at the same time most frequent reason why we are attracted to a person with all our senses is this: she or he represents the missing half of our soul and is therefore our twin or dual soul. According to legend, when we are born, we are tied to our soul twin with a red thread invisible to the human eye. If we then meet at the predetermined time, this connection signals to us that we have arrived. With this person we are supposed to be. With him, our common destiny links us. This meeting will not be exciting, difficult, or complicated. You look at each other, recognize each other, and know immediately. It can often take years and decades for two halves of a soul to find each other in each new life. Sometimes they also have to miss a turn, and this also has good reasons, which our mind, however, would not comprehend. An inexplicable, deep bond can therefore be an indication of our twin flame. Constant bonds through space and time. It is a rare experience of a special kind to meet a person and immediately feel a deep connection to him. Such encounters always have a deeper meaning, and that much is certain, were not made without reason. When these extraordinary bonds were forged, and by whom exactly, we will probably never know. But the fact is, they are for our good, and are meant to bring us help and support, clarity and fulfillment.